Hi, I'm Jacob Elordi, and these are some of my favorite things in life. Oh, okay, yes. Favorite things about Australia. Where I'm from, which is Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. I was born and raised there. There's something about the houses, like the style of a house. It's called a Queenslander, and it has like an airway underneath it, and you live upstairs. There's like an inherent nostalgia, I guess, attached to it. And it's not like anywhere I've ever been in the world before. So sometimes if I need inspiration or something, sometimes going home to where I grew up is helpful for that. You know, it's probably because I was raised there. It probably has something to do with that. It's kind of this unspoken thing when you're from there. It has like a spirit that you can't really articulate or put into pictures or sounds or words. It's just a feeling. And I'm sure everyone has that, you know, with the place that they were born and grew up in. There's like a lust for childhood or something. Like you're always trying to get those days back. The next one is music. I have this like thing about things that are overrated, underrated. The Ziggy Stardust album by Davi Bowie is overrated, underrated in my opinion. And just recently, I've been listening to that album kind of in everything I do, particularly this song called 5 Years. I love the way it sounds and I love the way it feels. And then I kind of get more into Davi Bowie and you can kind of, because he's such a trendsetter and like a world shaker and he had so much to say, he can become this like great big thing, you know, and you don't really look at the nuance of him, but I mean, that guy's a genius. The next, which is a constant through sort of my whole life, and it started with the song Perth, is Bon Iver. And you can kind of read that. There's like discussions around his music and comment threads, and it's almost like the sounds he makes create this feeling that you can't articulate or express, but everybody knows that feeling somewhere in their gut or in the fiber of their being. Everyone on the planet, I really do think so. Whether it's like a wail or a screech or the depth that he takes his voice or an electronic sound, it's packed with so much meaning, and that is always inspiring to me. In the same vein is Fred again. It's the same kind of thing with the sounds, the snippets of voices and passages that he chooses. The words are ultra simple, but they mean so much. How to say as much as you can in the simplest, most accessible way. And that's something that's always interesting to me. And then the National is also in that same world of feeling and simplicity of expression. You know, this like, you know, we're all here thing and we're all having a go at it and all kind of doing the best and the worst that we can. And then on top of that, there's a movie, Come On, the Mike Mills film, that they all kind of link up, you know, in a way. And that sounds super obnoxious with my legs crossed in a turtleneck. But yeah, music. Animals. I mean, some of this stuff is so self-explanatory. I really love animals. My dog is my best friend in the whole world. I love that dog. My dog will smile at me when she is happy and frown when I leave. And that kind of relationship with something that kind of looks like a Disney character is pretty fantastic. I quite like seals. Yeah, my dog looks like a seal when she swims. They do make me laugh.
Do you have a particular favorite animal that is native to Australia?
Yeah, what do they call it? Oh, the Thorny Devil. It's a small lizard and it's covered in thorns, like spikes. Thorny Devil. I like those. I got together some poems that I really like. The first poem is by Philip Larkin. It's called Home is So Sad. I think it's probably because of that like simplicity and feeling in the mundane kind of thing before like the music. I think it's going to be different to every person that reads it. I think it encourages like reflection and any kind of retrospect on or childhood lost or, you know, not lost, but sort of spent rather. The Last Hellos is by Les Murray. That's another poem that I really like. It's ultra Australian, and Les Murray has a way of capturing, I think, like this kind of blue collar experience, which is somewhat similar to my own. And this one is about a father dying. He's responding to his family members and children, saying to him, like, don't die yet. And he's like, no, I'm too busy dying to die. This line, on the second day, you're busting to talk, but I'm too busy dying. Grief ended when he died. The widower like soldiers who won't live life their mates missed. I really like that, and I'm not too sure why, so don't ask. This poem is by Arthur Rimbaud, and it's called Dance of the Hanged Men. And it's just kind of a really fun, devilish kind of poem. And I really only like it because there's a line that says, "The devil's paladins, the skeletons of Saladins." That kind of reminds me of the introduction to Aladdin. You know that song that plays when the merchant is moving through? The skeletons of Saladin. It's kind of, you know, there's like a trance to it. The paladins are dancing, dancing. The lean, the devil's paladins, the skeletons of Saladins. Like, that sounds really cool when you say it out loud. Yeah, so I like those. Thank you very much for listening to me talk about things that I like. I do appreciate it.